Hi everyone, Dave Flint from Flintart Australia. Today we're going to be doing a activity online on my laptop looking at a website called wordart.com, and we'll be creating a heart design for Mother's Day using words all about your mum. So it's an elementary school or primary school based activity, not too difficult, and again, if you need to, pause the video, rewind it and have a go and have a look at another thing that I've done that maybe you didn't quite get the first time. But that's what the beauty of video is all about. You can pause, rewind and watch it all over again. Having said that, let's get creative. So basically all you do is go create now, click that. Now a little bit different for you. Obviously if you're using a computer it's going to be exactly the same. If not, you will be on your iPads, and it all pretty much functions exactly the same. Now I'm going to click create now, and this will bring up this page here. So you'll get the same thing on your iPads, and what you do on this initial page is over here it says type in a new word. Now the words that we're putting in here depending on the size of them for what we're doing, the size the words show up is the order in the list at which they're typed. So once we've got a few words there, if you find that some words are too small or too big, you can move the words up and down in the list to make them bigger or smaller inside the heart shape that we're going to use. Now you can put all the words in first. The words I suggest are things like what I'm going to do here. First and foremost, I'd go with your mum's name. So let's go with that. In this case, I've typed in Teresa. So you put your mum's name in there. Then you can go click on add, and that's going to put another little window down here for you to type in your next word. So let's do that. I'm going to put in Mother's Day. Oops, Mother's Day. Make sure you spell that correctly, of course. Another word I want to put in there. We need to think of all sorts of different words, like things your mum likes, favourite colour, foods, places to go, things to do. Your mum might like to read books or cook, or she might like to play sports. Anything that your mum likes, favourite footy team, anything like that. So let's keep going. You want to put in, I would say, a minimum of about 20 to 30 words to make this look really effective. So I'm going to go ahead and start typing some words in. Let's go with cooking. I know Teresa loves cooking. Next one. Now you can hit enter on a computer. If you're doing this on a computer, you can just click enter instead of going add. But if on the iPad, you need to go add. Okay. Next, I'm going to put in some family member names, like so you can see what I'm doing now. I'm putting in some people's names. These are some children of Teresa. What else we got here? Let's go with now. So you can see what I'm doing now. I'm adding a whole heap of words. Let's go with favorite. Let's go with a favorite colour. Let's say violet. Favorite foods. Let's say lasagna. Let's say favourite flower. Let's say rose. Another one would be maybe a favourite place would be something like Broad Beach. What else can we do? Let's do some personality traits like funny, loving, caring, and generous. Did I spell generous correctly? No, I didn't. I haven't got my glasses on, so I'm not able to see too well. I should have put my glasses on. What other sorts of things could we put there? Reading. Oh, definitely iPad. Teresa loves her iPad. Now that's a few words already, and I think you get the idea from what I've put in there so far. So that's the word part. So now what we're going to do here, if you can see this part here, it says shapes. I'm going to click on shapes, and up pops this little section here for shapes, and I'm going to use just this basic heart right here. Now you can play around with this, and you can do a couple of them if you like, see which one you like best, but I find that this heart works really well, so I'm clicking on that, and that's going to be the one that I've selected now. Down here you've got fonts. Now if you click on fonts, you can go and pick a whole bunch of different fonts that they've got here. You know, you can have a play around with that, see which one you like best, one you think your mum would like, and I'm going to go with, let's go with maybe this one. So I've clicked on Dancing Script. Now layout is which direction and way the words go. I like random. For me, random looks really good because it's all over the place and it sort of fills up the heart really well. So I'm choosing random. Style, down the bottom there. This is where you can change the word colours and all that sort of stuff, the background colour. So you can have a play around with all that stuff. Right now, what I want to do is go back over here. There's a button that says Visualize. So you want to click on that and see what you get. So let's click Visualize. As you can see here, it's visualizing, and there it is done. So what is that word cloud in there? Oh yes, something we've got with the words, girls and boys. This reminds me now because I thought, what's that doing there? All the other words I've pretty much put in there, but this cloud, what's that doing there? So let's go back to words. See this words here again? Click on words. You will see up the top word, cloud and art. I did not put those in. So what we need to do is remove those ones. Whoops, sorry. We need to remove those by clicking on the, so click on the word itself, go remove. Click there, remove. Click there, remove. Now that those words are already there automatically before you start putting yours in. Click visualize again. Visualizing, and that's much better. So that is how you build an awesome heart for your mum for Mother's Day. And again, you can change all the colours and stuff down over here with the style part. You can change the word colours and have a bit of a play around there. Change the background too if you like. That's cool. I really like it just looking like this, nice and simple. Now to actually, if you wanted to print this thing out, what you would now do, you can either click print right there, and hopefully it'll find your printer of your iPad if you've got an air printer, or with a computer. If you do it on a computer, or you can take a screenshot. That's the other way to do it too, is actually take a screenshot using your iPad and then edit the photo from your camera roll, edit the photo and take out all of the stuff around the heart, all of this stuff here, all the menus and things you don't want, and so crop it down. You're actually cutting out the heart or cropping it just down to the heart, and then you could actually print that. Now with a computer, I've got this wonderful tool called the snipping tool. It's like a little pair of scissors down there, and you can go click on this and go new, and then I can drag around that, and I can take the heart. Oh, I've actually got a little bit of a box in there. Let me try that again. Sorry, we'll try that again. Let's go new, and I'm going to go from here, just like that. There, so I've got my heart right there. Now what I could do is I could save that and print it out. So I suggest you do try and print it out if you can, because it would make a really nice thing to give your mum for Mother's Day. You could even cut it out and stick it onto a coloured piece of paper if you've got any, or write a message on the back to your mum for Mother's Day. Well, girls and boys, I hope you enjoy doing that activity, and like I said, you could play around with it a little bit more and change colours and the layout and the fonts and all that sort of stuff, and maybe choose some different heart shapes if you want. Anyway, that's it for the Mother's Day activity. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.
Flintart.